as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 72 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive his team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
4th down, here's Jackson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson running again. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that play, a mess from beginning to end.
Especially since not only do you take what likely would have been 3 points off the board, but now after the return, the other guys, they're set up with terrific field position. So essentially, you've traded what we think would be 3 points to a possible 6 points, but for the other team. That's a bad trade no matter how you look at it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll roll him out right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. second and goal from the 1. They get this out left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 3. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action with Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Jackson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Quentin Williams drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Well, they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Larson calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be caught by Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. quickly they get to the line. Back to throw now on first down.
He'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On second down, Mostert.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun, it's Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory, riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this.